On today's video, we'll be dealing with a smoke detector that's beeping. First thing you want to do is you want to find out specifically what type of smoke detector you have. Some smoke detectors are simply DC, which are only battery operated. Some are AC, which are hardwired with 120 volts, and some are AC and DC, which means they're 120 volts powered, but they also have a battery backup. These are 120 volt AC as well as DC 9 volt battery backup. So simply we're going to remove it off of the base, and you can see here these are my lines that are giving it 120 volts. If your smoke detector is beeping, 90% of the time the reason that's happening is because you no longer have the proper voltage coming out of your battery backup. This is the smoke detector that we're having issues with. I'm going to remove the battery, and then we're going to check the volt DC on the battery. This specific battery, the battery compartment is going to be on the back side of the smoke detector. You can see here, I just lift up the compartment and here's my battery. The battery that I removed, I should have a minimum reading of 9.0. We are at 8.47. So that means that this battery is no longer at the proper voltage that is necessary to operate. We have our replacement battery, and you can see that we are well above the 9 volts needed to generate the backup power for this smoke detector. Simply replacing the battery will eliminate the chirping or beeping that is coming from your smoke detector. Depending on your specific model, as far as your smoke detector, this one, as I said, the compartment's on the back. This one, the compartment's on the front, so if you have to replace the battery, you're simply just pushing this and it's going to pop out, and you can basically remove the battery without having to twist it and pull it out. Whereas this one, the battery compartment is on the side, and you would simply just remove this tab and push it over. If you are on the market in replacing your old smoke detector, I do have a video posted on my channel that will show you how to replace the hard wire, the base that supports the smoke detector. Each model varies. You can't just take one smoke detector and put it on another base. You'll have to change out the entire smoke detector as well as the wires. I would also advise, if you are on the market looking for a purchase of a new smoke detector, make sure that you have one that gives you easy access, because you are going to have to replace your batteries every few months. Here we have the one on the front, as I said. This is the one that's on the side. They're both very effective, whereas on this one, when you put this on the base, it twists on. So the only way for you to replace the battery is you'll have to twist it, and then you'll have to pull it and remove the wires in the back. For instance, you would have to literally twist it and then pull it down and then remove the wiring to the back so that you would have access to the battery. If you had a setup like this, you would simply just push this panel, it would pop open, you would remove the battery, insert the battery, and then close the compartment. This model, you would just push this tab, the battery would pop out, and then you would put the battery in, and then you would close the compartment. Final tip, if you do have these specific models, you see they both have these push buttons right here. These are going to be your reset buttons or your test buttons. Once you replace your battery and you close the compartment and you put your 120 volts back to your smoke detector, you are going to have to hold this button, and that will allow it to reset. It may let off like a loud chirp or a loud beep, and then it will stop. If you replace the battery and you put your line in, the smoke detector is still keeping the memory, so you'll have to delete that memory. Once you do that, you should be fine and you shouldn't have any issues. If this video was a help, if it was informational, please subscribe.